Hi, my name is Carissa and I am a veterinary receptionist. My day begins with opening the clinic, which includes unlocking the doors. We also check the answering machine. We count the front and back cash drawers to make sure that the correct amount of cash is there. Then we also turn on all of the computers and the lights and kind of just get the front ready for business. Once it is official opening time, then we begin to answer phone calls and assist with clients according to what they need. We prepare charts for the following day, and then that includes making sure that all of the information is matching according to whatever their visit is going to be when they come in the following day. And also in the morning, we get here 15 minutes early so that we can make sure that the clinic is ready to go as soon as people get here. We also check emails to make sure that if there's any vaccine history that needs to be recorded, or if anybody's inquiring about our services, that we can respond to them in a prompt manner. We also make confirmation calls to make sure that people are coming in for their appointments the next day. We also make follow-up calls so that we can check and make sure that the clients that came in the previous day, that their patients are doing well and that they don't have any further concerns, and we document that. We also, communication is a big part of our job duties. It is very important that we keep a professional, warm, and friendly demeanor. The receptionist is often the first person that a client sees when they come in, and believe it or not, that first encounter can actually determine whether or not they come back. So it's very important that we have the ability to kind of keep them engaged and make sure that they feel welcomed when they walk in the door. We also handle emergencies. It's not very common in a day practice. It's more common in an emergency field, like we have an emergency clinic in town, and those are certainly handling more. Here we do definitely have them occasionally, and we have to handle them in a very prompt and appropriate manner. And also, it's very important with emergencies to stay calm, because you don't want to add any additional stress to your clients or your patients. Everything basically that a receptionist does is ensures that there's a smooth flow throughout the entire clinic. We are the first ones that check information, and we make sure that the proper vaccines are being given, that the client information is correct. Attention to detail is very important, because you have to ensure that errors are either minimum to none. Technicians, of course, help with that. There aren't any requirements that are necessary in order to obtain a veterinary receptionist position. However, the American Animal Hospital Association, also known as AAHA, offers a certification program on their website. The information can be found on their website, and there is a charge that it is a course that allows you to obtain a veterinary receptionist certificate. I personally have a degree in public relations. I have my bachelor's degree, which I find to be very beneficial to my field, because I feel like I obtained a lot of professional communication skills that a lot of people don't have the privilege of being exposed to in their normal day-to-day jobs and or their education experience. I also think that as a veterinary receptionist, it's very important to have communication skills. You cannot do this job if you don't have communication skills. Also, you need to have compassion for your clients and for your animals, because it's not just the animals that you're helping, it's the people first and foremost. You need to be able to maintain and be able to multitask, because sometimes you will have a lot of different things going on at one time, and you need to be able to balance those things all at once. In addition, computer skills are a must. Almost all clinics these days are using computer programs. So any experience with anything as much as Microsoft Word to one of the veterinary programs that they use is called Abamark, which is one that I'm specifically trained in, and any kind of relevant experience is going to be useful. Relevant experience doesn't necessarily have to mean that you've worked in a veterinary field. It could just mean that you have experience that applies to the job skills that you're looking for, or the job that you're looking for. The best part of the job is definitely the relationships that you get to build with your clients and your patients. There are literally people and dogs and cats that will walk through the door that will brighten your day. That is priceless, and it really makes this job worth waking up and coming to every day. The worst part about the job would definitely be, unfortunately, death. It is a sad reality. Euthanasia is something that we deal with on a very regular basis in the veterinary field. And a lot of the times the client has to be faced with making that decision. Sometimes the doctors are able to assist in that decision and kind of help, understand the quality of life and really what is the best thing for the pet. But that is a difficult thing to have to handle. On the other side of that can also be a positive, because having the ability to be able to help a patient through the time of suffering and not have to prolong it any further, to me, I look at it as kind of a gift, because you don't have to make them, you don't have to wait for that, and they don't have to be in pain anymore. So sometimes it's almost a blessing as much as it is a curse. But definitely the death is the hardest thing to deal with. And in addition would be people who are having bad day, people meaning clients that are having bad days that feel like they need to take it out on you. Unfortunately, since you're dealing with so many personality types and so many different people, you never know what you're going to get. And you could do nothing wrong at all, and somebody will say something negative to you in response just because they're not having a good day. And that can be very difficult as well. My final advice would be to not be fooled into thinking that just because you have and or enjoy animals that you can do this job. Unfortunately, in the veterinary field, the animals are a bonus, but the people are who you're working for first, and the pets come second. With this job as a receptionist, communication is very important, enthusiasm is very important. You have to have a positive demeanor, meaning that if you're having a bad day, your clients cannot see it. If you are busy or stressed out, your clients cannot see it. Being able to maintain a balanced sort of routine and daily maintenance in your day is very important. You also have to make sure that you are accountable. These are all things that in some way could fit into what a clinic is looking for as far as a veterinary receptionist. Enthusiasm, professionalism. If you go in to apply for a job, any job, make sure that you dress professional. Jeans and t-shirt do not cut it. Even if it's a veterinary clinic, wear something that is considered business casual. Bring a resume. Do not turn in just an application. You want to make sure, even if you don't have experience in the veterinary field, there are ways to market yourself and make yourself appealing to whatever job position you're applying, even with the veterinary receptionist position. When I started, I didn't have experience. I started off when I was 17, and I was given the opportunity to work at a train-on-site clinic, and I worked there for about 7.5 years, learned how to be a receptionist, and it was a very, very busy clinic, which for me was very beneficial. And then I went to the emergency clinic, and then I came to where I'm currently working. And all of that kind of tied in together. But if you can find a clinic, if you can start the younger you are, kind of go in with ambition and kind of start off younger and train your way up the scale or up the ladder, that definitely seems to work best. But otherwise, again, like I said, just make sure that you try to market yourself according to the position that you're seeking.